back to On the Hunt with Mr. Mysteries in Black and White with you two hosts, myself, Ed, and my main man, Josh.
How are we doing?
Josh, question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your two favourite dinosaurs?
Well, Allosaurus is definitely one of them.
Yeah. It's a bit of a two-part question.
See, it used to be the Spinosaurus because I used to think of it as actually, because obviously when I was younger,
Of Jurassic Park.
I used to think that's what it looked like. So if we're going off that, then I would have to say probably Spinosaurus.
Right, okay. Who would win in a fight?
Spino. I mean the fucking Allosaurus.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park body.
All right, yeah. If it's that one, then the Spino would win. But if it's the actual look of the Spino, I think the Allosaurus would do him.
I mean, the Spinosaurus is still the largest meat-eating dinosaur.
True. I just feel like his jaw.
Minute.
I just feel like his snout, like his jaw, wouldn't be that strong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it wouldn't have like the bite pressure.
No.
Yeah. No, fair.
Yours?
Well, my favourite's a Giganotosaurus. For obvious reasons. And Baryonyx.
Yeah.
And I think Giga would win every time.
Body it, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they're my two favourites.
Decent.
If you don't know what the Baryonyx is, get a life, for one.
Facts.
And if you listen from the UK, really, well, I would say you should know. But
Well, I'm pretty sure we've mentioned it before, so you should know because you should be listening.
Exactly. But no, it's I think it's one of the largest meat-eating dinosaurs we had in the UK. Well, what's been found in the UK so far. So it's interesting.
He's representing.
He is representing. Good old boy.
Good old Bazza.
But today on the Hunt, we're talking two vastly different things, as usual. I mean, you could kind of bring it together, because, I'll get onto it.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going.
Go with it, yeah. But, Josh, what are you talking about today?
Today, I'm going to be talking about... No, it's not major news. It's just something that's been happening for the past few weeks, and I've been quite interested in it, because it's one of the things I'm fascinated about so much, and that is the Icelandic volcano.
Yeah.
That is going on about. I'll get a bit more into it in a minute, but something about volcanoes just intrigues me. Don't know what it is. Not a clue.
Fuck that.
Oh yeah, fuck that royally.
I see what it done to people in Pompeii.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
But no, I get that, because it's just weird. It's like the Earth has got a pimple.
Yeah.
It's got a spot and it's just burst.
Yeah, I see where you're going with it, yeah. Just that spot can kill bare people.
Yeah. But no, yeah, they are fascinating, because it's just madness, really.
Yeah.
That is what's below our feet.
Yeah, exactly.
When you think about it, it is mad.
And it's almost like, I mean, there's obviously hundreds of natural disasters, but it's just like that one seems to point out, it's like, nah, if I wanted to. It's like if the Earth was just looking, going, do you know what, if I really wanted to, I could fuck you lot up so easy.
Yeah, like I said, did with the people of Pompeii.
Yeah, exactly.
Mount Vesuvius.
Big old.
What?
I don't know, my brain just sort of switched off.
Big old. Cheers for listening. Yeah, go on.
Right. So, for those who don't know, residents of a fishing town in southwestern Iceland have been forced to leave their homes after a potential volcanic eruption is causing civil defence authorities to declare a state of emergency.
Could you imagine that, though? You imagine you're in this fishing village, and you're there, you've just waking up or something, and you look out your window and you just see this cloud of smoke.
Yeah.
And you think,
here we
go. Then you're getting the phone call, you need to leave your house.
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
Oh,
hell no.
See, this is why I'm so pleased we live in the UK.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
As much as volcanoes are cool,
I still don't want to be near one when it goes off.
Fuck that. All we get here is a bit of wind that knocks a bin over.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe a couple of floods.
Yeah.
But,
The town known as Grindavik has been evacuated after an increase of seismic activity has created a corridor of magma or semi-molten rock right underneath the town. This comes after the...
I just love that word. Magma.
This comes after the area experienced 1,400 earthquakes in just 24 hours.
How many?
Yeah, but a lot of them were just what they called like tremors.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. There was a couple. There was a couple of big ones because like the road. There's a mad picture. I don't know if you've seen it, where the road is literally just like that. It honestly, it's like the pits of hell are trying to crawl in. Like you've seen Stranger Things, you know when right at the end of the last series where all them points come together and they're just it looks something similar to that.
Fuck,
it's mad.
Vecna is about in Iceland.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's like something out of the pits of hell.
To be fair, I've seen worse potholes about it. Sort your life out, Council. Sort them out.
Well, where am I? Yeah, so they experienced 1,400 earthquakes in just 24 hours.
Fucking hell.
This is due to the fact that Iceland sits on top of two tectonic plates, the American plate and the Eurasian plate. Mm-hmm. Basically, if you don't know what the tectonic plates are, they're basically the crust of the Earth.
Yeah.
And
it's like this is where like earthquakes and tsunamis happen as well. Yeah. It's when they like rub or like... when they move,
because they are constantly moving.
Yeah,
it's just obviously it's never too major. But when an earthquake occurs, like you said, it is like basically just like a friction burn between the two of them.
Because that's with tsunami. That is an earthquake under the sea, which then creates the tidal wave.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, an earthquake. We know what an earthquake is.
Mm-hmm. Well, this occurred a fortnight ago, but in recent days it has increased severely, with the residents being unable to return, even though there is uncertainty, scientists believe that an eruption is imminent. Mm-hmm. The residents were allowed to return for simply 5 minutes to collect their belongings before having to be fleed again.
Right.
Residents and scientists believe if there is an eruption, it could potentially destroy the entire town.
Fucking hell.
Now, there are a few different scenarios of how they're predicting this is going to go at the minute, because...
Right, I want to ask a quick question here. I don't know if anyone else is thinking this, but when does magma become lava?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
If I might be wrong, but I think it's magma when it's below the ground,
and lava when it's above,
and it turns into lava when it's above ground.
Yeah,
because magma is it's moving, but it's like not free flowing.
Yeah,
whereas lava's free flowing.
Yeah.
I think it's like
probably
that.
Yeah.
There's probably they probably end, but there might be some like geologists or something going like,
what are you on about?
What? The perfect person to ask would have been Elle's brother.
That is a point. I'll have to ask if he wants to come on the podcast.
Yeah,
tell us about volcanoes and shit. Just take it away.
Yeah, I would like to ask him. Actually,
that's not a bad shout. Actually,
because I know there is a difference between like magma and lava.
That's not a bad shout at all. We'll get on that after this.
Yeah,
but no, a lot of people as well are freaking out because they've noticed in recent days that the tremors and the earthquakes and that have proper decreased. And they said 9 times out of 10 that happens just before an eruption.
Right.
So
it's
that's
like calm before the storm.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah. And they've, I think they figured out. I don't know if it's changed since I last looked, but I'm pretty sure this morning they said that the magma is only 800 kilometers below the Earth's surface.
Right.
Which, in that sort of term, it sounds a lot, which is a lot, but in that sort of terms,
it's like
it's nothing.
Prime. It's like primed up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a kettle about to blow.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there are different ways that scientists are predicting this could potentially play out. The magma corridor is a 15-kilometre tunnel that stretches all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. On top of this corridor sits the fishing village of Grindavik, the famous geothermic Blue Lagoon Spa, which is where them sort of like self-heated like lakes that's all of them, and a critical power station.
Oh.
Again, though,
of course you'd have a power station near a volcano.
Though, it is a geothermic one and not a nuclear one.
Oh yeah, true. Still,
still don't exactly want it going up.
You imagine like doing the plans and that, like, is there anything round here? Like, oh, there's a volcano over there. Nah, be all right.
Yeah,
That'll never go.
It's active now. Nah, bollocks.
Yeah, but even when they say they're extinct, they're not actually fully extinct.
They're just dormant, more or less, aren't they? Because that's what they're saying, isn't it? Like
with Vesuvius.
Yeah, Vesuvius is like due to timelines and shit, due to go up. If like you follow, what's the word I'm looking for? Like if it was a strict rule guideline sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's
timeline.
Meant to go up any fucking second. Which we all know how that went last time.
Well, the game's a game.
Yep. Well, the threat is due to the fact that there could be a pool of lava that opens up anywhere along this path. This is why the town of Grindavik was evacuated. There are also trenches being dug all around the geothermic power plant to hopefully divert the magma away from the plant.
Oh, fair.
So they are taking precautions as they can.
Because they're digging trenches, so they're using machines. I'm a machine driver. Can you imagine? I would be shitting myself getting that job. But like, right, you got to dig this trench, because maybe some lava might be filling it. I'll be digging like fuck.
Isn't it? It's like, hey, there's a break. No, we're fucking going.
Yeah, you ain't slept for 48 hours. I don't get it, mate. I'm fueled on nicotine and
adrenaline.
Yeah. And impure thoughts.
Well, the reason they're digging the trench around it is not obviously so, one, it don't hit it, but two, is because this plant actually supplies power to the entire country. So, if this motherfucker does go off, the whole of Iceland is just blacked out. And they're like, sick.
Why would you have a power plant near a volcano?
The thing is with Iceland, it's full of fucking volcanoes, isn't it? Surely someone clicked and gone, maybe this ain't the best place to settle.
We'll ask Finland or Greenland, wherever they're the closest to. We'll ask them if we can have a power plant there and just have underground.
Yeah.
At least then you got a fighting chance. Nah, we'll just stick in between four of them.
That's another thing as well with the town. A lot of because all the pipes and like heating and all that is underground, because of the earthquakes and that, they've all been ruptured. So they said even if the residents are allowed to return to the town, it's going to be months before they fix all of them. So the poor fuckers are going to basically be freezing their ass off during Christmas in Iceland. Do you know what I mean? Cold.
It's a bit chilly there.
Yeah.
But it's actually more green than ice.
Yeah. And then, ironically, Greenland is more ice than...
Because didn't you say it was something to do with the Vikings?
Yeah, something like... Yeah, Iceland was discovered by the Vikings, yeah.
Yeah, because one of them said... It was like a fuck about, and said like, oh, there's Greenland and Iceland. We'll call that one Greenland, so they go to there.
Yeah.
And we'll call this one Iceland, so that's a bit colder. So they went there, and they're freezing their tits off, and they're all right there. It's so like that. Of course it's Vikings, them cheeky buggers.
Yeah. Now, another scenario is that this erupts on the other end of the corridor that runs into the Atlantic Ocean. However, if this is the case, the water will cause the lava to instantly turn to ash. This would then create an ash cloud. Now, even though it wouldn't be on the scale as the one in 2010...
Yeah,
because that was a mad one for those that remember or anything.
I'll tell you, do remember fucking Blackburn owners.
Mate, they've been kicking themselves.
Because they missed out on one of the greatest goal scorers in history.
Oh, man. I remember seeing that as well. It was just like, oh, yeah, his transfer's off because he can't fly because the ice clad.
Ash clad.
And it's like, what a fucking turnaround his career could have been.
At the time, you think, I don't know who that is.
No,
really?
I ain't heard of him. No.
I didn't hear of him, and it was like, oh. Then he went to Borussia Dortmund. We're talking about Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he goes to Borussia Dortmund.
And there's like, okay then.
Smashes the gaff.
Goes to Bayern, becomes their like all-time goal scorer, and is now ripping it up at Barcelona.
Yeah, I know.
He could have gone from Blackburn to anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ.
Still been there.
Yeah?
Fucking Blackburn Rovers.
But yeah, now even though it wouldn't be on the scale as the one seen in 2010, it would have effects such as difficulty to breathe, contaminating the water supply, and killing vegetation. And it would also potentially stick around for weeks or even months.
They say it'll kill off vegetation, but when it dies down, that's going to be great.
Yeah, that'll
fertiliser.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll do them a world of good.
Now, sadly, the only issue with this, well, not the only issue, but one of the main ones, is that even though the signs are indicating that it's coming, nobody has a fucking clue when it is, because obviously there's no time limit on it. They said that it'll probably be around, they'll get a 30-minute warning before it happens, but you can't really do much in 30 minutes.
Yeah, because it's them mad fuckers who are like in them silver suits out like right near it.
Yeah. Just poking over, it's like, nah, it's not coming yet. Until the one time, it's here.
Or it'd be, because they're just dead. They're just they're absorbed in lava.
I think it's here.
There's Terry.
Yeah. But yeah, all the signs are indicating it's coming, because like, obviously there's houses that are starting to crack. The roads are literally just going boom. and obviously the frequent earthquakes and everything. Yeah. So all the signs are pointing towards this fucker's gonna go.
Yeah.
But knowing our luck, after all that talking about it, it will just die down. And I'll be fuming. Well, do you know my kid, and I would be fuming.
Well, at least people will have their village saved.
Yeah,
kinda.
Yeah, that is true.
But no, that's what I mean. Nature is a scary thing.
It is. Like, I've mentioned it before, but I can't remember what film it's in. But I think that's one of the best lines ever written, whereas like Mother Nature is the greatest serial killer of all time because no one's more creative than her.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Oh, when you put it like that, that is weird.
Isn't it like Day After Tomorrow?
It's something along them lines, yeah.
Something like that, I think, yeah. But no, it's true, because like you can't win.
No.
You can't win.
She will always win.
Yeah, nature will always win. But also, there's other things what can cause volcanoes, like giant monsters sprouting from them.
That is true. Now you see where we were going with it.
People who know me, and I think people who've listened to us kind of gathers, I love monsters. Mm-hmm. And what better monsters is monsters in film? Namely, the almighty king of the monsters himself, which is Godzilla. Mm-hmm. And we've had a good chat about it beforehand. Actually, we was like, I'm just going to talk about that because I just fucking love them. And I mean, I haven't watched many of the old Toho films, like the originals, like where he's a man in a rubber suit.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like my first, like the 1998 one with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
And I can remember watching that where it's like this radioactive iguana.
Yeah.
That just blew up into this monstrosity.
And then all like the babies in the tunnels and shit like
that. Yeah. I mean, at the time, when I was that age, I was like, this is the tits. Mm-hmm. And I can remember, I think I might have mentioned it before, my sister wouldn't mind me telling this story, because, well, it's her fault. I was very young when I watched this, and if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, Godzilla dies at the end. R.I.P. And in the bridge and that, and I remember, of course I remember, but I was crying my eyes out, and my sister went, "Don't worry, Ed, it's not dead, it's tired, it's asleep." So I'm like, "Really?" And then she was like, "Yeah, don't worry." So I was like, "Oh, all right, happy days." A couple of weeks later, I think I'd done something to piss my sister off, and she went, "Oh, remember we watched Godzilla?" I was like, "Yeah." She went, "Yeah, he's dead."
To any other kid, that is the equivalent of being told Santa's not real.
Yeah, it was massively. But I can remember like that Christmas, because my sister, she loved the little ones.
Yeah.
Whereas I like the big one. Mm-hmm. So I can remember we got because they used to eat toys of them and everything. Yeah. Remember the pan puppets?
Yes.
And there was a button in the mouth that used to roar.
Oh, I didn't have that one.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we were Gucci. I can't believe I've just done that. That's disgusting. I am actually foul. But yeah, I had the Godzilla one. She had the baby one, and I'd just walk around the house like just keep pressing it because it'd just be cool. And my mum was like, "I wish I'd never got him back."
Yeah, yeah.
Because I would just be going around.
I was gonna say, in all fairness, that threw my fucking head in.
But I was chatting to it. Like, do you ever like sit there and like think about like what you used to do as a kid?
Oh,
when
yeah,
you was younger,
yeah.
And it makes you cringe.
Yeah.
Like I do that on a daily basis because honestly, I'd knock the fuck out.
Oh,
of myself if I go back.
I was saying this not that long ago. It's like if I was the older brother to younger me,
Yeah.
I would bully the living fuck out of that kid.
For their own good.
He is just easy target.
Oh, mate. Like, I look back and I think, you've done some silly things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have a word with yourself.
Yeah.
And that was probably one of them. Like, I'm talking to a fucking hand puppet. But, you know. Never really told anyone that before. But
apparently when I was a kid, I used to walk around town being a dinosaur. Apparently I had my arms tucked in and
everyone
everything.
Done that, though. Everyone done that, though. I've done that. I remember I actually had a Halloween costume of a T-Rex. Like,
brilliant.
Yeah. But it was all good until the other kids started, like, pulling my tail. And then I'm, like, getting dragged about.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. But then that Godzilla film actually got a lot of backlash.
Did it?
Because it weren't Godzilla.
No, yeah.
Like, because with that Godzilla, it was like there were nuclear testing, and this iguana got radioactive, and it became Godzilla.
Yeah.
Whereas Godzilla has always been about, but it feeds off radiation.
Yeah.
And that brings me on to like the legendary film in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's like Toho ones themselves and everything, and the animated ones.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna really talk about it because I ain't really seen them.
No.
Sue me.
They are bringing a new one out though, aren't they? Of like that sort of like a remake basically of the original sort of thing.
Yeah. But and I can remember the build up to that. I could remember like I was so hyped.
Yeah.
Because I just loved it. Like I can remember like that little kid, and like even like 2005's King Kong, like Peter Jackson's King Kong, like that is a masterpiece.
Yeah, I was gonna say that film is banging.
Like I've never like Jack Black is one of my favourite actors of all time, but I've never hated someone so much because he was such a prick in that.
Just money grabbing bastard.
But he played it so well.
Yeah,
for him, like who's like I always think of School of
Rock.
Like that, and I think that was like a film he done closely after.
Yeah,
to then play him like this money grabbing like film director who didn't care what he put in away as long as he got his film, and I was like, you bastard. But no, and he played that so well, and like the whole film itself, like the V-Rex, they were sick. They were so cool. And I know King Kong bodied them and like snapped their jaws and everything, which was pretty sick. But
thing is, as well, I never realised as a kid until I watched it like when I was a bit older how long that film actually is.
It is actually a bare long film.
Like I used to be able to, when I was little, just sit through that entire thing. Now I'm like, what the fuck is this not finished yet?
Yeah, just and the thing is, they had to cut a lot of it out.
Yeah,
as well. So
what's it with Peter Jackson and just making bare long films?
He just loves it. He just don't know when to stop.
No.
But then so 2014 Godzilla come out, and I remember like seeing that first trailer, and it was with Bryan Cranston who was in it, and it was him like saying like how his wife was killed. And and I'm thinking, oh my god. Oh my god! and then it comes out like it's Godzilla, and I'm like, oh my god! I was so hyped. I think I'll probably message you in that. And I was like, oh my! I remember when that come out in cinema, I watched it 5 times in the cinema.
Fucking hell!
Yeah, I'm actually sick of that film now because I've seen it that many times. Yeah. Like I'm fed up of it.
Yeah,
but at the same time, if it's on, I'll still watch it.
Yeah.
Even though I know it.
You won't go out your way to watch it.
No.
But if you're like flicking through TV and it's on, you just can't help but go, yeah, go on then.
But, because that shocked me, because like with Bryan Cranston, he was like everyone thought he was going to be like the big star in it. I mean, he was while he was doing Breaking Bad. And that, so, he was in all the trailers and everything like that. Then he dies fairly early on. And you're like, oh.
He's like, all right.
Yeah. And what got me as well, because... Oh, did you ever have a GameCube?
Yeah.
Like,
I used to love that. I think of all time, that is my favourite console. I loved the GameCube.
What was it called? It was a Godzilla game.
Was there?
Yeah, it was it's like a Monster Rumble or something like that.
Oh, right.
And it was like all the different monsters. So you had Godzilla, you had Ghidorah, you
yeah,
had Rodan. I think King Kong was in it. You know, all of them, Mothra. They were all in it, and I can remember like playing. I used to play on that fucking hours. But I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, so I knew like most of the monsters, and then all of a sudden they brought the Mutos,
Yeah.
which were completely new. So I'm like, I was right taken back because I remember watching the trailer, and it's the bit where it's because it's the male one you see first, isn't it? And it's the one where because it comes out of that pit thing,
Yeah.
and he puts his foot down.
Yeah.
And I remember like seeing that, and people were like, "The fuck was that?" Some people thought it was Mothra.
Yeah.
Some people thought it was Rodan. Some people thought it was like Ghidorah, yada
something
yada
like that.
yada. And I was thinking, nah, surely they're not bringing
Them
in it
right
straight
away.
away, like especially like Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Like King Ghidorah. I'm thinking, nah, surely not. And then they brought these Mutos, and I'm thinking, never. And I'm like looking up, I'm thinking, nah, they've never been in Godzilla before. So I'm like, oh, all right. And I actually quite like the design
I don't
of
mind
them.
them.
The only thing is, I thought they were
They were
like
a bit OP, I thought.
No, well, yeah, but I thought they weren't like beastie enough. They were like
Nah, they were more...
like becoming like AI.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Especially when like the male and female met and have the eyes
yeah.
like flick like lights.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
what animals have lights? I think you got fucking what are their flies called? Glow. What are they called?
Fireflies.
Fireflies. Yeah.
What flies? Fucking blue bottle? I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, fireflies, but that's different. Like,
Yeah.
It's just one light, whereas these were like fucking.
Just like fucking indicators.
Yeah, they were. They were like, yeah. If you look at that back of an Audi, that was what they were doing. So I was like, I don't know about this. And like the male and the female, male one had wings and everything, and I was like, oh yeah, all right.
Yeah. Because the first time I watched that Godzilla, I didn't like it.
No?
No, because I thought I just thought the Mutos were a bit.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Bit basic. Weren't
Yeah.
they, I thought.
And then I thought it was way too fucking dark.
Yeah.
I could barely see shit. But then when I watched it again, I was like, actually, do you know what? It ain't too bad.
No. There was one. I thought in the first, like in the Godzilla, you didn't see Godzilla that much.
No.
And I'm thinking, oh come on, I want to see him.
Yeah.
But I think it done it well enough to then have the other film.
Yeah.
Because I think if you got too much exposure, people are like, all right,
No, well,
we've had our film.
Yeah.
Or okay. But yeah, no, I think they done it quite well, and just how they made it, and like say like he's king of the monsters and everything, because it was like the first time a monster showed up, and like what me and you was talking about before we come on air was the whole like the history.
Yeah. They
it,
added like real historical events and made it. That's what I love in films. I think I mentioned it before. Is like if you've got a historical event, but you can twist it so it warps into the film.
Yeah,
I think that's just fucking genius.
And I think they've done that perfectly.
Yeah,
perfectly. And I love the cast in 2014 one. Like you got Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah,
Elizabeth
Olsen, Bryan Cranston.
I
don't know what his name is, but the Japanese Donnie.
Yeah, let them fight.
Yeah,
like that'll always
what
be,
a Don.
Yeah, they're like, because you got the army. They're like, nah, we'll sort it ourselves. You think you ain't gonna do shit.
It's like he had every right to go on then.
Yeah. But he was like, no, it's not going to work. Like, we've tried bombing him before. And they're like,
we've dropped a nuclear bomb on the fucker's head and it's done nothing. What do you think you're going to do?
He ate it.
We gave that man a Subway.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
just bus.
So then, what was it going with it? But no, he was sick in it, and I'll just that bit where he's just that gave me like a chill because it went quiet.
Yeah,
and then the male one flew, the male Muto flew, and it was like, yeah, shit's about to go down. So I was like, road buzzed. And then of course we got then Kong Skull Island.
Yeah,
that come out before.
Yeah,
King of the Monsters.
Yeah,
didn't it? Yeah. So then we had Kong Skull Island, which I've always had arguments with people. Because people were like, oh, King Kong's the best. And I'm like, well, he ain't. He ain't quite Godzilla, is he? But, you know, there's always that argument. And I'll always win. Because
facts, innit?
Exactly. Like, I dare someone to argue with me. How can a giant monkey beat Godzilla? He literally eats radio, like, what's the word? Nuclear waste. And he has atomic breath. and he's wham. Like, how can he beat him? The fucker's got gills. How can he beat him? Like, he's just a beast. Like, no chance. But anyway, so then you got Kong Skull Island, which I honestly, apart from King of the Monsters, we was just saying, like, that's my favourite one.
Yeah,
that is so good. Like, even though like, I wouldn't say I dislike Kong, but I just think he's too
overhyped. It's like Superman.
Yeah,
I like the character Superman, but because how overpowered he is, and everyone's like, "Oh, yeah, Superman, he's the greatest superhero of all time." It's like, nah, he's a knob. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that completely, and I think that's why like it's so annoying because even though I'm not like the biggest fan of King Kong himself, I love his films.
Yeah.
Like Peter Jackson's one and Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
I think they're just so good. And I think it's mainly for the other monsters on the island.
Yeah.
Let's say with Peter Jackson's one, it was mainly like dinosaur-esque. Like original King Kong. Like there were dinosaurs, there was like the cannibal tribe. What else was there on Oh, them weird bat things.
Yeah.
What was in the game?
The whole bug lot in that cave.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever play the game on PS2?
Yeah. And they were fuckers.
Them bat things?
They were fuckers. They mean the stupid scorpion things.
Nah, the centipedes.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Them centipedes, because they were always so low down.
You didn't
all look it up.
Yeah, you didn't realise they were there, and then you just see your health going down. And you're like, what? Oh, there's one. Fuck off.
Yeah, or it's when they arced up, S-bend, then strike at you. You're like, you fuckers. Yeah, that game that made me sweat.
Oh, I hated that game when I was younger, just because of how difficult I found it.
Yeah. And as well, like, because it always said, like, you play as Jack and you play as Kong. So you think, what a buzz. You barely play as Kong.
I think you do, what is it? When you first find Anne and you fight the V-Rex.
Yeah.
And then when you're him in New York, you just got to, like, destroy all the cop cars.
Yeah.
I think they're the only two times you play as him.
Pretty much. But what I liked with the game is they added new things into it as well.
Yeah.
Like at the start with them scorpion crab things. They were cool. They were really cool. They were horrible things as well. Like they're raw, like they're screaming.
Yeah.
And it's because right at the start, you fight a load of them, and all of a sudden, like the music starts, and all of a sudden this fucking great big one comes out. You're like, how am I going to kill that then?
One thing I loved as well about that game was like you'd pick up a stick, but then somehow you picked up 8 of them.
Yeah.
You just launch them, just fuck off.
Yeah,
fuck off.
It'd be one bit, and it's got like 3.
Yeah.
It's the bones.
Yeah.
But if you just stab at them, even though it's bone, it splinters. And you think, well, has it done that? Well, has it done that? But then you get like the good spears, but there would only be 3 of them or something. But the bones, it's like one carcass, but you could be there fucking
hours just going fuck off.
Yeah, just chunking them. Like. But no, like, that was a really.
But yeah,
and I can remember like thinking back then, like the graphics was like unbelievable.
Now you think, what the fuck
like,
is
grainy
that?
as fuck. But yeah, with Kong Skull Island, like we say, with the history of it and everything, and like John Goodman's character was from Monarch.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay. So they're linked.
Yeah,
they're linked. And then it was like I thought you said actually just before we come on, in the start of Godzilla 2014 one, there is a picture of a ship with like a big gouge out of it. That's the ship what John Goodman's character was on in Kong Skull Island.
Yeah,
like when he was in the war, and that's where he saw Godzilla, and he was thinking like there's monsters, but no one would believe him. And then he found out about Skull Island.
Yeah.
And then it's the whole thing like, yeah, monsters do exist. And he's just there finding proof, but people thought he was mad.
Yeah.
And
little did they know.
Yeah. And they come up with then that geologist lad with him come up with the whole Hollow Earth theory. It's just so well written. I love him. But
then you got King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
Just what film?
That's
the best out of the lot.
Well, even though like, I do say like it's my favourite one, did they peak
too soon? Yeah, 100%. 100%.
When you think of like Godzilla's adversaries, big But, you do think of like mainly King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah has always been like his
rival.
Yeah, his out and out rival.
Yeah,
Rodan and Mothra,
and all three are in it.
You do think like how they've just
they've gone
too mad with it.
Yeah.
So, but then like with that, like because they never released it was Ghidorah.
No,
they never did release it until like the film actually come out. Because that's another thing. Monarch have their own website.
What actual?
Yeah.
Do they actually?
Yeah. And I've been on it a few
that's
times.
pretty sick.
Yeah, and Kong's on there, and and even then, like, because it come out like Monarch had their own website, so I went on there and it was like, if you go to Antarctica, it just says Monster X.
Oh right, yeah.
And I'm thinking, could it be? Because you got all the others. Yeah, you got Rodan, you got Mothra, and there was like Behemoth, Scylla, and all them. And you think that's one they ain't mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be? And it was.
Yeah,
it was King Ghidorah.
And that's what I liked as well with that film, is because I didn't know really anything about like the whole Monsterverse or anything.
No.
So I'm literally just going off what the films are saying.
Yeah.
And I loved how Ghidorah the first time battered Godzilla, but it's because he wasn't a Titan. He was an alien. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that sort of twist. Just like, so it makes sense why he can slap him up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he like crashed to Earth.
Yeah.
And he, because of it, like how big he is and everything like that, he like instantly becomes a rival
to
Godzilla. And and that's how come they were like destined.
Yeah.
Destined to fight.
One thing I didn't get right, you know, when Godzilla's dead. Yeah. And Ghidorah does the call and wakes them all up, and he's basically got them all under his command.
Yeah.
How come Kong wasn't under his command?
It's only because Kong couldn't get to him.
Oh, is that the only reason? Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, because
I was going to say, because if all the others are called, why's Kong not?
Yeah.
Because that's where I thought they was going to go with the next one. I thought he called them, because obviously they all show up right at the end and bow to him, but Kong wasn't there. Yeah. I thought that's what the third film was going to be about. Right. Was that Kong was still basically under Ghidorah's control sort of thing. It just took bare long to get there.
Yeah, no, he couldn't get there because he's on Skull Island. He's on an island.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get to him. So that's the only reason. Because all the other Titans, what were there, were already from America.
Yeah.
So that's why Kong weren't there. Ah. But then apparently Kong's another Alpha Titan. Fuck off.
Is he? He is on Skull Island, yeah, because Godzilla ain't.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like I say, I'll go back to Skull Island actually, because what I was saying, like with Peter Jackson's, were more like with dinosaurs and stuff like that, whereas Kong Skull Island, like 2015 or 16, whatever it was, they went a completely different route, and they made completely new creatures for it. And I loved that. Like said, like with Peter Jackson's, it was the V-Rex, which was basically an evolved T-Rex.
Yeah.
Whereas Kong Skull Island, we had the Skullcrawler.
Yeah.
Which at first I didn't like them.
Didn't you?
At first I thought the design was a bit shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just head, legs, tail. There's no body.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, well, it just looks like a shit morph lizard. Like, what do you mean? But then actually watching it a couple of times after, I'm like, actually, no,
they are pretty cool.
They are pretty cool. And let's say with the giant spider as well. That
creeped me out.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't really properly see it because it was obviously in them tall bamboo shoots and shit. You just see legs and you're like, fuck that.
Yeah, and then and then it had fucking tentacles.
Yeah.
He grabbed old mate, he'd start pulling them up, and then he had like,
it was a weird,
really cool design. And of course, it had Samuel Jackson in it. If it's got him in it, it's a good film.
Yeah,
I don't care what you say.
And like I was saying to you just before we come on, where I was like, there's only a couple of films I can think of where I look at Samuel Jackson in it and think, I can't wait for you to die, or I hope you die. Like that and Django are the only two films I can think off the top of my head where it's like, will you just fucking die?
But even then, like I feel like in Skull Island, like I could actually feel sorry for him.
I see where he's coming from.
Yeah, they killed his. Kong killed his boy.
Yeah, but they started it by dropping the bombs in the first place.
Yeah, but as well, he didn't know why they were dropping bombs.
Yeah, that is true.
because they thought they were there for geological purposes.
Yeah.
They didn't know this island didn't really exist.
No. And little did they know what the fuck was on it.
Yeah. It's just when you just see Kong standing up, like,
Yeah.
Jam monkey. Warm and this and that.
It was like, that's why he was attacking you, because you pissed him off. You woke a load of them things up.
Yeah.
But you can just imagine him just sitting there, hearing the bombs, and then just going, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Who the fuck done that? Just waking up like, oh, you bastard. And I like the bit as well, because they cut him, don't they?
Yeah.
With the propellers.
Yeah.
And he gets his hand bloody. And he puts it on that rock.
Yeah.
And it's like, he is
Massive. And then when John C. Reilly just goes, he's not even fully grown yet, you're like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah. And then you see him in
Godzilla v.
Kong.
Kong. He's like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, he big boy. But now, now go back to Godzilla King of Monsters. Like, I was just saying to you, I've never been so hyped at one scene is when Godzilla and Ghidorah were running at each other.
Yeah.
And when they locked, and it was just like, oh, yes, Godzilla. But no, because then he goes thermal nuclear.
Yeah.
And he starts glowing red, and the buildings are melting. It's like, oh
shit.
This is a new Godzilla here. Like, he is pissed. And I like the idea, like with Rodan and that, made him look like this giant pterodactyl.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And Mothra, that was pretty cool as well. But I was a bit gutted when like Mothra dies.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole thing with like Mothra, she's queen of the monsters.
Yeah.
Whereas Godzilla's the king, Mothra is his queen.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got like a bond.
Yeah.
Some lizard.
And a moth.
Insect.
Avatar shit.
Yeah, that's worse than that, boy. But yeah. So, but then when Godzilla's like pretty much had his ass handed to him, and she like covers him and like take her energy,
yeah,
and then he comes back and then he's like, oh yeah, he's like G'd up.
Yeah.
But what always gets me with that, we were speaking about it before, like at the end of King of the Monsters, when Godzilla wins, because of course he does, because he's Godzilla and he's fucking OG. There's a bit where Mothra and Rodan are fighting. Mothra literally stabs Rodan through him.
Yeah.
With a fucking, she had a
stinger sort of
stinger, like a bee. And then he turns up. It's like, what?
How are you not dead?
Yeah. Like, you literally got chefed up. But nah, he's just there.
Just like, ah.
Yeah. And we were saying, like, that's such a buzz bit. Like, after Godzilla kills Ghidorah and that, like, he's standing there and he's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I am beast. And all the other Titans start coming up and they start bowing to him. Rodan turns up as a little crag.
Godzilla's just like, you really want to fucking go there,
yeah,
boy.
There's like the whole... God,
it's just like, yep, sorry.
Yeah, you're king. I'm sorry.
He's a proper though, like, oh fuck.
Yeah. That bit just buzzed me. Buzzed me so hard. And then yeah, with Godzilla versus Kong, which
I feel was a letdown. Personally,
I found it so biased towards Kong.
Yeah.
That it was painful.
Yeah.
How they, like, at the start of the film, is like Godzilla's gone mad. It's gone right.
Yeah, and it's just like...
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
That is not Godzilla in the slightest. There is a reason why he's like that. He's the Earth's protector. But you didn't really clock on why... You had little snippets, but you didn't get the full clock on until you like got more into it. And then they were like saying, like, oh, we need to stop Godzilla. How are we going to do this? Right, we get that giant monkey. There's a place in Antarctica where he can go down this chute into hollow Earth and somehow will just get better.
Yeah.
And beat Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Because obviously beforehand as well, like you said, he slapped him up. Godzilla slapped up Kong.
Yeah, on the way to there.
I know, we'll take him down to hollow Earth. Yeah. He might find something. And then he gets the axe and you think, okay, he might have a chance here.
Which was a Godzilla scale, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like, okay, he might have a chance here. And then he comes back and you think, okay, now we've got to fight. Slapped him up again.
Yeah. No, it was when there was like, Kong bows to no one. It's like, he fucking will. And it was a bit when Kong is in Hollow Earth and he's found the axe and he's like sitting on the throne thinking he's all high and fucking mighty. And Godzilla's like, nah, fuck this. And atomic breath through the earth into Hollow Earth, so he's made a whole new gateway and pretty much calls Kong out like,
oi, prick!
Come on then, you think you're hard enough. And Kong, the dopey prick, went, alright, thinking that's a good idea. He's just shot through the earth, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to have a bit of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to serve you right up. So yeah, he then comes through.
Yeah.
And Godzilla's like,
that's what you think.
Yeah, say less.
Slaps
Bang,
him up.
knocks him the fuck out.
Then when they both defeat Mechagodzilla, Kong's laying there, breathing out his ass, and Godzilla just turns around like, yeah, who's the fucking king, mug?
What gets me, though,
Pipe down, little man.
because the bit when Godzilla, he stamps on Kong's chest, doesn't
Yeah.
he? And I mean, Godzilla's heavy. he big boy. He's like nearly size of Stan. He a big boy. And he stamped on his chest like 2 or 3 times, roars in his face. But then when Mechagodzilla comes, which is why Godzilla was acting up, we're really bad at going through. We're getting too hyped.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, Mechagodzilla, pretty much they use Ghidorah's brain, because that was a good idea, with a pilot, which sounds familiar, from another series of films. Well, series, I'm only going to count the first one, because the second one, shit, and that's Pacific Rim. Yeah, so then they go into a rift, and then Ghidorah's brain's gone, nah. Chief, I'm taking over. Takes over Mechagodzilla, starts fucking them all up. But yeah, so what I'm getting at is Godzilla's just beat Kong up. Made a mockery out of the boy. Mechagodzilla then shows up and then starts slapping Godzilla about. You think, oh, hang on a minute. And then King Kong Kong gets up and starts beating Mechagodzilla up. It's like,
well, how's that work? It's like, do you not realise where you've gone wrong here?
I know there's just the circle of life, but that's taking the piss. Oh, actually, no, the one cool scene with Mechagodzilla is when them three, well, because they were stowaways, weren't they?
Yeah.
And a Skullcrawler comes out.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, I was like, oh, fucking hell. And yeah, Mechagodzilla just picks it up and just rips it in half. Like, oh, he means business.
Yeah. But then the just like glow up the axe thing so that Kong can beat it. It's like, really?
Yeah. I think it's because it's one of well, not the Godzilla, but a Godzilla's scale, like the dermal that spikes when he's on his back. Because it's one of them, like his top breath can't harm it.
Yeah.
And it like charges it up in some way. I'm not 100% sure.
And then beat it, and it's just like, right, now you fucking sort yourself out. Stop playing silly buggers. I'm going back over it.
Yeah, I'm going back in the water.
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah.
And then Kong's just sitting there, feeling sorry for himself with his ass handed to him 3 times by this point.
Yeah.
It's like, where's that Asian girl that can do sign language?
Yeah.
It's like, you're my friend.
Yeah. And he's still thinking he's alpha.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
It's like, bitch, please, shut up.
Like, Godzilla could just come back up, knock you the fuck out. He would just eat you. Like, just stop it. Just stop it. I get it, like, because
you've clearly got a fucking. It's quite ironic for something so giant. He's got a major case of little man syndrome.
Yeah, he has. But because Legendary, I think, is like an American production. Of course, they are going to favour Kong.
Yeah,
because Godzilla's Japanese.
Yeah,
and
but
Kong's
just
American.
It's physics. Do you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't argue with logic.
No, nothing beats Godzilla. I don't care what it is.
If that big 3-headed alien motherfucker couldn't beat him,
yeah, that's what I mean.
As Ape Man.
That's why, in a way, they kind of fucked it up. I mean, I get it because Kong's powerful in his own right.
Yeah, but in
and
a
so
way,
is
they
Godzilla.
all are.
But what I was getting at is like, how can you go from like Godzilla beating King Ghidorah, who's like twice his size, as powerful, or if not more powerful than him, to then fighting King Kong?
Yeah.
Like,
they should have done it the other way round.
yeah.
They should have had Godzilla v Kong next, and then King of the Monsters.
But I just think because of like King Kong's more well known than Ghidorah.
Yeah, then obviously gonna get
if you've done Godzilla versus Kong before Ghidorah, it
the same thing's gonna happen. I think with like how it just dies down.
Yeah, people won't watch it. I mean, I would have, because I'd have rather that anyway. But
yeah,
I think to watch him, you'd have to be like a fairly diehard.
Yeah, you couldn't just be a casual watcher and think, because you would think this is shit.
Yeah. But everyone has heard of Godzilla and everyone's heard of King Kong, but not everyone's heard of King Ghidorah.
That is true.
Which I don't know why, because he's sick.
He is sick.
Because I think there's I think there's like 2 or 3 different Ghidorahs, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something like that. I think it's like Mecha Ghidorah and all.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Leave Mecha out of it.
I like
Stop with the metal shit.
I like what they done, how they got Mecha Godzilla though.
I like it, but it's like
it was unnecessary.
Yeah,
but then again, it kind of it kind of gave what the people wanted for like Godzilla and King Kong to team up.
Yeah,
not always be at each other's throats, but actually like.
That's the thing that I find annoying with a lot of these films, where it is like something v something. If they're well known, is like, and they end up teaming up. It's because it's so predictable. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like with fucking Batman, Superman, it was obvious they were going to team up.
Yeah.
Because again, there's a clear, obvious winner.
Batman.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Stand by the Dark Knight. Always. You outmode on you there.
Yeah. Like I said, because I've instantly thought what you was going to say. I agreed, and then I was just like, wait a minute.
Nah, yeah. Well, Batman did pretty much beat him up.
Yeah, but if he wanted to.
Well, no, because I
mean when they first met.
Well, when they first met.
Yeah, before he got the Krypton shit.
Yeah, no, fair.
Superman could have easily just gone.
Yeah, yeah, no, fair.
Well, that was happening.
Well, he done that pretty much when he lifted him out of the Batmobile, didn't he? He was like,
It's just like, pack it in.
Yeah, have a little word with yourself. But no, like, oh yeah, I do get that, but
why can't there just be one that fights to the death?
Yeah, but
see who the top dog is.
This is the first time. Like, Godzilla and Kong have never teamed up.
No.
In the original, which pisses me off, because King Kong actually, well, it's a draw, but King Kong kind of wins.
Right.
Which pissed me off, because he wouldn't. It's a bit at the end, because King Kong then just swims back to Skull Island.
Oh, who's fucking we swim for a fair while, did he?
That's what I mean. Like,
he'll drown. He'll get knackered.
They're silly films. The original Godzilla, the 1953 or 57, one or the other. That's actually a decent film.
Yeah,
because Godzilla is the villain in it.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he is. Well,
I suppose he's technically the villain in this one. In a way, like, because obviously he starts attacking people and they don't know why, even though, like,
they said he'd gone rogue.
Yeah,
but yeah, because there was no out there reason. But no, in the first one, they woke him up with an atomic bomb testing.
Yeah,
and he comes out, and he just starts fucking up Tokyo.
Poor bastard was sleeping. I don't blame him.
Yeah, but like as the film's gone on, he became like this hero, and then there was loads of different other monsters. There is like a robot kind of one. He's got like scythe hands. Yeah, there is some rope rum looking monsters.
Yeah,
actually, I'm gonna get a list. Anguirus, there's a giant octopus. There's King Kong. There's Mothra. There's Mystery Bones of Infant Island. Rodan, King Ghidorah, Ibera, Giant Condor, Giant Mantis, son of Godzilla. Kamacuras, son of Godzilla. Manila, son of Godzilla. Kumonga. Manda. Gorosaurus. Baragon. Kabara. Hedorah. Gigan. Jet Jaguar. Megalon. Mechagodzilla. King Caesar. Titanosaurus. What else is there? Biolante, Dorat, Godzillasaurus, Mecha King Ghidorah,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Batra, G-Force Mecha Godzilla, Garuda, Fire Rodan, Baby Godzilla, Fairy Mothra, yeah, nah, there's fucking loads, mate. I ain't going for all this. Oh, like as well, actually, in one of the cartoons, I did see this, one of the cartoon ones, they brought the 1998 Godzilla for the American one, but they call it Zilla, and Godzilla just slaps it. Honestly, like, it turns up and it's like all jumpy and everything, and then this one just turns around, tail whips it into Sydney Opera House, and just fucks it up in one go, and it's just like, oh yeah, it's made a roast meal out of him. But as well, like what we were saying with like King Ghidorah's brain and the pilot brings on to another film I love, and me and Lewis are Jaeger compatible, which is Pacific Rim.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you haven't seen, I do recommend the first one.
The first one, yeah.
And only the first one. The second one, don't bother. Do not bother. Why? That's the thing with a lot of films. Why ruin it?
Yeah. Because of how much money or how well good the first one does. They just see dollar signs and they're like, yeah, we'll make another. Oh, yeah, we fucked
if you're going to do a second one, for starters, you get like the main actor back.
Yeah.
At least, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Charlie Hunnam, you done a good thing not going back. He would have made it better, but you know. But no, it's basically like, because we always think of aliens coming from space. What about if actually they came from the depths?
Mm-hmm.
For a portal. And it's like these giant monsters. What I like about it is like they got like sea creature.
Yeah, sort of.
I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Apart from him, who's like a giant gorilla.
Yeah.
He was sick though.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah, and for a start, like, people really struggling, and all of a sudden they come up with this idea of Jaegers, which are giant robots, but you needed two pilots to share the neural load to be able to think on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they were fighting them. And Charlie Hunnam, he was a pilot of Gypsy Danger.
Mm-hmm.
That was his one.
Nah, it was a good film, the first one.
It's the best bit of that film will always be when it's the music and when he's walking with the ship.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but the music of it, oh,
yeah,
mate, that is sick. That is so sick. That is nearly up there with Godzilla and Ghidorah fighting.
And then again, governments just try and take over. It's like, oh, the Jaeger system's not working. We're going to build giant walls. It just shows like one in Australia, literally just kicking the wall down like it's nothing.
Yeah,
just like
break through.
Yeah, you're like, well, what the fuck are we building this one then?
Yeah.
It's like multi-billion-dollar wall. It's just gone.
Yeah, and it took them like so many years to build.
He just kicked it over in seconds.
Yeah,
it's like, you would be fuming if you worked on that.
Fucking wrote it all. It's a bit, you know, that kind of reminds me of. You've seen Harry Potter films, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, in the last one, they had the fight and everything, and there was Mr. Filch when he's sweeping up and there's like rubble everywhere, and he's
he's just.
It'd be like that, wouldn't it? Like, well, where the fuck do I start? It reminds me of that in a way. But as a man, what is there more to love?
Yeah,
there's giant robots and there's giant monsters.
Yeah.
End of. It's just such a good recipe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they fuck it in the second one. Like, I'm fuming. Like, I'm actually fuming with it. Like, I could knock him out. I love Charlie Day as an actor, but I could knock him out for being in the second one. Like, you prick. And fucking John Boyega.
Yeah.
Like, nah. You nearly killed Star Wars. Don't fucking kill this at all. Actually, he was probably the only best character out of the fucking new Star Wars lot. Yeah, because in Pacific Rim 2, it's Clint Eastwood's son as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Scott Eastwood.
Oh, Oh.
If you look at him, he's a fucking spit of his dad.
Yeah.
Spit. I think it's his son. I'm pretty sure it's his son. It could be his grandson, to be fair. 'Cause Clint Eastwood looks crusty. I love him. I love Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, but it's like he is the definition of old.
Yeah, because actually one of my favorite films is Gran Torino.
Gran Torino,
I
yeah.
love that film.
Yeah.
That's such a good film, and he's so good in that. But I won't repeat a lot of the lines because it's very racist, but I do love it. Not because it's racist, but it's just because it's a good film. Oh, Jesus. It all works out in the end, put it that way. But no, back on...
Well done for him.
Watch it and find out. But no, like Josh, I mean, we did say, but... In the first Pacific Rim, you know when they're just about to go into the fucking portal, and that big Donnie comes up.
Yeah.
That versus Godzilla.
I still think Godzilla because of the atomic breath.
Well, you are correct.
Simply because of the atomic breath. Do you know what I mean? That's all he needs to do is just
fucking Godzilla, mate.
Yeah.
Here's a question: if you've got to this point of the show, who do you think could face Godzilla?
Who's actually got a proper decent chance of taking him on?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Oh, you know, someone in the comments could be like, "Gob." He'd be like, "No."
Yeah, but does God have Zilla at the end of his name? Nah, Godzilla does. Does God have atomic breath? Nah, Godzilla does. Godzilla is king. Leave it at that. It's just so cool. It's just like even like how he just gets up, shrugs himself off, and just
fucks off again.
Yeah, just goes back in the water.
He likes swimming.
Well, yeah, he lives in the sea. But he's got gills. He's a reptile with gills. It's the first ever.
I mean, he's the first ever for a lot of things, but...
Well, yeah, true. Atomic breath.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's the first person that can have a nuclear bomb dropped on him and go, "Cheers, mate."
Yeah, cool. I was pickish.
Oh, you eating buffet? Fucking no.
Yeah.
He's begging for World War III. He's thinking, fucking hell.
No, he's a protector. I know. Oh, we was talking about it before, but one character I'd love in Legendary, because someone's drew it up, what he kind of looked like, is Gamera. And Gamera is an American one as well. Well, no, it's Japanese still, and it's owned by Kadokawa now, whereas Godzilla's Toho. So they've never actually faced, but there's, of course, this giant kaiju, which means giant monster. That would be sick, because he's like this giant, like, snapping turtle. He's got big old tusks. It looks sick. And I think getting him in it somehow would be the best.
Yeah.
And also, like, you see, like, the teaser for the new Godzilla and Kong film?
No.
Well, I don't... It has got a name. Can't... Hang on. It's called The New Empire. But it's basically a new installment in the Monsterverse, puts the mighty Kong and the fearsome Godzilla. That's what I mean, even then. It's rated like the mighty Kong.
Yeah.
And fearsome Godzilla. Like, they've already panned him as a fucking villain. Like, bollocks. Bollocks. Godzilla's king. It should be mighty Kong, because he is fairly mighty.
Yeah.
And King Godzilla against the colossal deadly threat hidden within our world that threatens the existence of their species and our very own, as well as diving deep into the mysteries of Skull Island and beyond. Delving straight into the origins of Hollow Earth, this film will explore the ancient Titan battle that brought man and monster together forever.
Could do some sort of High School Musical dance at the end. Together, together.
Would not be mad. Just seeing like Godzilla like doing a moonwalk or something, that'd be sick.
Kong slut dropping.
Yeah, I'm not. You've lost me on that one, Chief. Oh, what's it called? He's got a fucking name, I know he has.
What?
Real bad man. Godzilla vs. Kong 2 villain. Come on. Right, it still hasn't got his fucking name. I know it has a name. I'm furious at the minute. Oh, fuck off. Well, I'll tell you who'd know. Fucking Beast Hub.
Yeah.
They're a podcast I listen to and watch because they don't seem to upload on Spotify anymore, which I'm a bit upset about. But yeah, they'd know what his name is. Give them a watch. They're sick. They talk about the Monsterverse. They talk about Jurassic World.
Yeah.
All that. They talk about animals. It's the best, man.
Yeah.
I think if we didn't do our kind of podcast, that's what I'd want to do.
Yeah, I agree.
But, yeah. I think I'm done waffling. Because that's all I've been doing, really. I'm just hyping myself up with these films because I just love them.
They are good.
If you've never watched the Monsterverse, like the legendary like Godzilla films, please try and give them a watch. If you like giant monsters, you'll love them.
Mm-hmm.
You will love them. And I mean, if you like giant monsters, you'd love them
You've probably seen them anyway, yeah.
But yeah, give them a try. Pacific Rim, give it a try. Gamera, give it a try. If it's got giant monsters in it, give it a try because it's just fun, isn't it? In a world of shit like what we're living in now,
it could be worse. These fuckers could be in it.
No, I'd be buzzed.
Well, Godzilla, yeah, not the rest of them if they're arseholes.
No, I'd buzz. I want a job at Monarch.
I mean, that would be cool to research them and shit.
Yeah.
Like, but as long as
my luck, I'll get fucking Kong. And I'll be pissed. They'll be like, oh yeah, we got you a job. It's a good one. It's really good. I'll be like, yes, Godzilla, Ghidorah, come on, King Kong. Fuck. How long's my notice? Why? I ain't
working with that fucking thing.
Just seeing him and that little girl doing fucking sign language all day. I ain't about that life. I want to be in that fucking underwater one watching Godzilla swimming out. Having a good time. Nah.
Oh, fucking
bollocks. I love King Kong, really. He's a prick, but I love it, really. Yeah, I think I'm done waffling, mate. Fuck on too much. Nah.
Oh, here we go.
Right, but why? Why? I just don't get it. Like, why is King Kong loved like he is? Oh, he saved Anne. Beauty killed the beast. Fuck off. You don't get shit like that with Godzilla. He comes in, messes
does
shit,
his job and
does
goes
his
home.
job and goes home. Has some scran, fucks off. No, it's all poetic with fucking King Kong. Oh yeah, he smacked a couple of planes. But fuck off. If Godzilla fell off the Empire State Building, he'd have firmed it. Kills Godzilla. No, it kills King Kong. Godzilla would have just got up, shrugged himself off a bit, and gone back to sleep. No, King Kong's all laying there. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. And he's the one who's meant to fucking rival him. Fuck off. Not a chance. Not a chance. Yeah, I'm done now. Arms across and everything. Foaming.
You sure you're done?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I feel a bit better, actually. Who do you prefer, Josh? Godzilla or King Kong?
Zilla.
Yeah, good point.
The urge I had to say Kong just to watch you fucking lose your mind then.
Mate, this mic would have been up your ass.
But no, if you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Hit the notification bell. Mm-hmm. Be sure to check out the podcast on various podcast platforms. Be sure to follow all of our social media platforms. Thank you very much for watching.
Hang on.
Oh.
And if you want a hoodie, Mr. Mysteries hoodie, like what we are wearing right now, email us at mrmysteries@outlook.com. Send us your size and everything. We'll sort out payment and everything. And what are they? 30?
20.
£20 for a hoodie. Bargain. They're comfy.
They are.
Get them.
Yeah.
Email us and you'll get one.
Yeah.
Sweet. And also, we have said before, on the 1st of December, we are doing another ghost hunt with the BTR team.
Mm-hmm.
We are very much looking forward to it. I can't wait to get back out there. Please, 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 check BTR out on Facebook, and there may be tickets still available.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see us, or see them, because they're the ones doing the investigation, well, we'll be doing that, right? But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to meet us, or hang about with us, or do investigation with us, whatever, if you want to do that, please get on there, get some tickets, and come along. They're fairly, what were they, £20?
Yeah.
They were £20 and all. £20 a ticket. Yeah, I know that seems a bit expensive, but it's a long time.
Oh, yeah,
you're
very
there
long.
For.
It's worth its money.
It is well worth its money. But yeah, this time make sure you've got comfortable footwear and plenty of jackets and that, because it's going to be cold because it's at night. And yeah, I can't wait. So looking forward to it. So looking forward to it.
How quick that's come around as well.
Yeah, I know. That's come right mad. But yeah, I think that is everything now.
Yep. So, like I said, thank you very much for listening or watching or both.
Yeah, boy.
And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Happy hunting. Godzilla's king.